Well, the building has always been a legendary radio building, starting from AM stations before before I was born. But AM stations, it was the old KOKY back in the day, and it's been a gospel station, and then maybe I think a Hispanic station before we got back there in 2010. So we stayed from 10 all the way until 18. So we did a lot of work in the BMF studios. Of course, we've had major talent come through that facility. It's seen a lot of superstars within I've seen the last 30 years. And so the history is it's always being shuffled up or shuffled down to something that has something to do with entertainment, which is I think is pretty cool.
Studio 9. Studio 9. Studio 9. It's the Studio 9. Studio 9. Studio 9. Studio 9. It's the Studio 9. Studio 9. Studio 9. You are tuned in to Studio Live. Studio Live. Studio Live.
Hey man, my boy Bryce jumped clean today. Check him out, check him out. 13's on his feet. Pants, look, no skin being shown. Patches coming through the pants. Oh, work your way up. Watch out. Lit it, we lit. We lit in here. Let's see what else. Hold on, come on back. See, he still got accessories too now. He got accessories too, Bryce face. Yes, sir. Don't even know. Been dressing like this. Been doing this. So it just look like this.
You know, they always ask, how much is it an hour? And then I tell them, and then they say, well, do you mix in that hour? And I say, no, I don't mix in that hour. And sometimes you can hear the air come out of them, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like they don't understand that. And when I catch it, I always explain. I say, listen, man, you know, I know it might be people that do that, and no knock to that. But for what we're doing, what we're creating, I say, like, if you book an hour, you know, then they go, well, it ain't gonna take me number 30 minutes. You know, I'm already prepared. And I was like, well, come with 2 songs. If it's taking you 30 minutes, then capitalize on the recording time, because it's right there in plain text. Recording time, recording studio.
Typical session. I mean, really it starts off, depending on if I know him or not, type of guy to really just talk to you, see how you doing. If I've never met you before, I'm gonna figure out a little bit, something about you, especially if I can start catching a vibe with you during that time. Probably gonna start asking you, what type of beats you pulling up and getting that loaded up and getting everything prepared for you.
There's all different type of ways you can record, you know what I mean? There's really no right or wrong. So I've seen artists come in here and they've been working on this song for years, some, months, weeks, and they've had the whole thing written down, the whole performance and choreography down packed, and they just nail it in one take. I'm talking about the hook, the verse, the hook, the verse, they done nailed it all the way through. And those songs turn out dope. And then you also have the people who are just like, I'm coming with some like fresh energy. I'm just gonna punch in all the way through, line for line.
If I'm recording your song and they be like, man, yeah, just mix it in the session. You don't want that. Or I always say this, why do you want to bottle my process up in the rest of this 30 minutes? You know what I mean? The rest of this 30 minutes. You want me to mix your song in this 30 minutes. When I don't charge by the hour, I charge by the song. Therefore, it's giving you that space or that time to get the best out of me. So if it take me 5 hours, if it take me 1 hour, if it take me 2 hours, 3, whatever it takes me to get it to where I feel like it's ready to present to you, for you to judge and to say, man, good job, or just let's kind of fix this part and everything else is good. Whatever it is, that time is between me and you. We don't put ourselves in a time frame with the mixes. We do it by the song, and it's a process.
Brace just got that feel, and then you get a personal connection with Brace. You know what I'm saying? If Brace feel like you serious about your music or serious about your craft, he gonna fuck with it. He not just gonna get you up here and get your money and just record you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna critique you if he feel like you need critique in here or critique in there, he ain't gonna let you leave out of here with no bullshit. So what keep me coming back is I know he not just trying to beat me out my dollar or trying to get no money from me.
Man, I mean, mostly I don't see people write that often anymore. It's usually a lot of punching in. Really just, let me get the beat, let me go into the booth, punching in about every 2 bars or so. From there, I mean, really, you just go back, listen to it at the end, and this is a completed product at the end. So, I mean, it's not a whole lot of writing anymore for most people. Now, every now and again, I get lucky, and a guy come in, he actually wrote his hook, and he wrote his verse down, and it's a real quick process, and we can actually, take time to figure out the small details of it to get the song sound as good as possible.
They reading it off the notepad and they killing it, you know what I'm saying? So I think it just depends on your preference and your style, you know what I mean? Long as the point get across and the delivery what's most important, you know what I mean? If you can deliver it, whether it's a punch in, whether you rapping all the way through, whether you reading off the paper, it's just how you deliver that. That's all that matters, really.
I write a lot. I started off by just writing journals. You know what I'm saying, about the shit I just been through, shit I done seen. And as I progressed with rapping, you know what I mean, I just started incorporating into my raps and what I was doing. So yeah, I started out with just writing journals and shit, so I'm a big writer.
I come to Brace for the vibe. It's a lot of places that I've been to, they straight, but I also come from in the closet, saying, hey, I'm ready, all of it, the mic hanging from the closet and stuff. But you come here and it's everything that you need. Really, I never seen it so put together. And I love how I can come in this thing and you just feel it. It's a vibe. You gotta be here to experience it. I can't really explain it.
Yeah, here recently I've started to notice that people are starting to become more unified, whether it's in their own crew or whether it's, you come in a session and then somebody just walk in the session and they might not even be booked at that time, but the energy is like, it ain't like that get out of my session type feel. It's like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I seen the other day, I had a session with 1100 Fats and young Quez came in, you know what I'm saying? And at this time, Quez had never met 1100 Fats and I just thought it was cool how Quez just kind of laid back for a second. He let him finish doing what he was doing, and then he walked in the room and said, yo, what's up? I'm Quez, man. I've been seeing what you're doing. You know what I mean? And Fats was like, yo, I've been seeing what you're doing. That's what's up. And a lot of times back in the day, it might have been like you got 2 people in the same room and like, man, I don't know, dude. I ain't talking to him. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just kind of like, you see the internet is opening people's eyes, and if you act like you don't know who somebody is and you've been hitting likes on their pictures and you've been following and you just a hater, you know what I'm saying? So I'm basically seeing people who are purposely not being a hater, you know what I'm saying, and saying, you know what, I'm gonna open my mind and I'm gonna show love. So it's just been all love coming through here, really.
Freddie getting his deal, making everybody step their game up, yep. Because it was like, it put a magnifying glass on the city. For so long we've been overlooked, and, just been the underdog, so to speak. We've always had major talent, top tier talent, We have great storyteller rappers, like E-Dub, and, we got whatever you need. If you need some of that new schoolboy area, you got Zay CEO, or you got Sinclair, Real Fam, or you got Stoney Jackson, or you got Dada Man. These are people, A1 Nino. It's a lot of people that's just out here, and you could see everybody's work ethic change. It was like a real quick shift. It almost seemed like it was like 24 hours really on the cool. It was like a 24-hour shift, and it was like, oh, everybody's like, oh man, I gotta step my game up. So once that happened, it's just like, oh, yo, Bracy, let me get some studio time.
I feel like it's a conscious effort for a lot of people to not try to be, some people call it dick riding, but try to be like, piggybacking off of his success, but at the same time they do see that the door is open, so they don't want to necessarily copy his style or anything, but they do want to try to take advantage of the opportunity while it's presented to them. So I definitely have a lot of respect for people understanding that there's an opportunity out there. You might as well do it. If you just out here doing whatever you do, you might as well come in here, record a song. Who knows? You might strike gold, you might not. I mean, but you definitely need to go ahead and try your hardest when you come in, so that way we can try to make the most of whatever you're going to be trying to do in here.
To actually break into the industry, say for instance like Freddie did, it didn't take that. It just took time and X Factor and a money counter and a little swag. You know what I mean? And he took off. But that does help. That shines a light, you know, to this region. And now let's see if we can back it up.
What song you say what?
Landslide, and I'm jumping out in the air reaching this shit.
You did it before. Trying to get this recording started for Wood 10 times. It's about to be crazy. I produced the music he's about to record in a minute.
Landslide. I think that's the name of it. I just know I'm ahead of niggas by a landslide. Niggas steady dozing off because I'm zanned out. Take a picture with my niggas whipping bands out.
So, if you want your shoulders to be the widest,
hey, I'm in the yo. I'm in the yo. I'm in the yo.
You get
pull up.
right. Because if he has a picture facing like this and your shoulders
Just do
like
what you
this,
gotta do. Pull up.
in the camera lens, all of a sudden your shoulder blades are like that
Damn,
long
Drake,
now.
it ain't rocket science, goddamn.
Alright, come on, let's go already. Which one?
But keep your upper body. Y'all lean back. Y'all lean back. So you're gonna have wide hips and a small upper body.
Hey, Brett.
Honey on a light day.
Hey, get my phone, no homo right there.
100K on a light day, man. Together Every Nigga teaches individual methods, eliminating statistics. It's an acronym. I pretty much been rapping since as long as I can remember, or trying to at least. I started recording in the studio probably about 8th, 9th grade, so I was 13, 14. I just always had a passion for music. I like flipping words, I like playing with words, so that's where it mainly come from.
You ain't never had a good bitch turn thug on you. You ain't never had another nigga blood on you. You ain't never took a trip and had a dub on you. I bet you ain't even never had a plug number. Man, it ain't a nigga breathing I done ran from. Heard it's plenty niggas taking shots but can't land one. Make his vehicle do a 360 with this handgun. Hit the passenger plus the driver, that's a hand one. Really thuggin', do this shit for my niggas that's canned up. Street encounter every $1,000 rubber band up. I heard he hatin', tell that nigga join the fan club. Clips to his head, you think he getting the edge up? I don't rap, bitch, I paint pictures. Niggas capping in they raps, talking about a life they ain't living. Holy flow, I'm spitting God-given. Holy flow, I'm spitting God-given. This ain't rapping, this is illustration. Nah, this ain't rapping, this is ventilation.
I like to speak on a lot of relevant topics. I got my tape Forever 10 coming out. I can't give you no release date, but it's ready. It could come out tomorrow. But it's a lot more serious topics. It's a lot more heartfelt. It's not just me going in there free versing and just trying to, I guess, turn you up. It's more me speaking on the relevant topics and stuff like that. When you be yourself, it bring a lot. It bring different aspects to the game. And I don't never want hip hop to go nowhere. I don't want it to be like, damn, everybody trying to sound like this person and everybody trying to sound like that person. I always appreciate when the game get a new artist, a new sound, a new feel, because it's always heartfelt. You can tell that person just being they self. They not trying to sound like the next artist or be like the next artist. Just stay original. If it's meant to be.
I just met the bitch and made her put her name on the lease. Put some game on the freak. I say I put some game on the freak.
It's a dirty game, ain't no sanitation. If you in the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's a dirty game, ain't no sanitation. My brother inspired it. My brother in the penitentiary right now. I got the free reads on. He'll be home soon. He just told me you know what I'm saying, talk to him, give him your feel, and again, it's relevant topics, you know what I'm saying, it's right there in your face, it's real, and it's not discreet at all, it's straight to the point.
You gotta want it. Yeah. And people just, they jump into this music and just want to become rappers, but if you ain't got no goal or no outcome, what you want, and you might as well just go get a job.
And I think the younger generation tend to see like the violence that's portrayed,
Right.
and you can't tell them that it's just a portrait. You know what I'm saying? They like, wow, this is what I'm supposed to do, and most of them come in the door. You know, I ain't gonna say cap rap, but
Cap rap.
some
It's heavy, full cap.
well, no, listen, some people be about it though.
Yeah,
some
true.
people be about it. So if I don't know you, I just can't say it's cap rap, but you know that the cap rap has to stop. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat that.
Cause it take away from artists finding who they really is.
Yeah.
9 times 10 they see the violence, they see everybody with the gun, the money, the car, code, whatever. But some artists might not even be on need to be talking about no gun. You might need to be talking about the struggle. Your grandma or something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Stick to your lane. And one person can't get up one morning like, okay, I'm gonna go record a song today. Oh, I'm gonna blow. Nah, you gotta wake up, eat, breathe it. You wake up, you go do the moves, you gotta put your money in it. They just want, I'm gonna spend $50 on the hour. I might go record with Brace, or I might go record with Gutter, or whoever, wherever in Arkansas, and they might think it's just gonna be that one day. It's a grind. It's a marathon, like Nipsey say. You really gotta keep going. You gotta keep running.
And you know what, that marathon hold, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get it, you know, quite, because, you know, like I say, I've always knew who Nipsey was, but post what happened to him made me kind of pay a little bit more attention. And that marathon term is so big, it's so powerful, you know what I'm saying? Like what you were just saying, like you gotta it's more than just the studio, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, a lot of clients, they come in here and they do get a $50 slot and be like, it's up.
Yeah.
It's up. We got a show tomorrow. So
Make one hard song, you need 10 more like that.
Man, this ain't nothing but a little money.
Tell me about the briefcase. Why the briefcase?
Cause I ain't got to worry about nobody going in my shit.
I like swishers, but
got a lot. You see that? That's a cold combination. Yeah.
What's the combo?
Get money. Nah, but I ain't telling you. Can't tell you that. That's a secret. That's personal. Yeah, we like to play with stuff like this. Freddie told me, man, he had to take me to class. He told me I got to stand in the mirror and play with this shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I think the most important thing is, like, I think a person really needs to know who they are first. You know what I'm saying? Find themselves personally with themselves, you know, because, you know, that way, because you want your music to be a part of you, you know. You know, it ain't necessarily got to be nothing that I went through. It might can be something that I might have experienced through somebody else's actions, and I might want to rap about it. I mean, it's more of the relationship thing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's kind of a good place to be when dealing with good people, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like in anything you do, I feel like that's what's kind of important, you know what I'm saying, as well. You know, good people can lead you to good places.
Stuck my foot in the game and now these niggas ain't acting the same. I still want 23 for a boat. Rapping ain't really my thing. No, I guess they mad cause Freddie got signed and left me the streets to get paid. He did. I'm moving bells today. Yeah. I'm moving bells today. Yeah. Stuck my foot in the game and now these niggas ain't acting the same. Fuck. I still want 23 for a boat. Rapping ain't really my thing. No, I guess they mad cause Freddie got signed and left me the streets to get paid. He did. I'm moving bells today. I'm moving bells today. I just made 20K. Might pull up on John today. Hold up, my nigga, let's get to the point. I really be ballin', I ain't got a stunt. Niggas that envy be asking for fronts. Bitch, read a book, get money for dummies. I really don't trust them, I think with my conscience. You only by 10, but now you want 30. Stop playing. I get it in by the crate. I blew the pack in with your bait. If you can get rid of it, you can get shake. You ain't got weight, you can't relate. She want a ring and a cake. I chase the money like I ain't had breaks. Flew out west and I did it through fate. Fresh as fuck like I had a date. Add it up, bitch, calculate. My fit cost more than your chain and fresh. My money tall like a skyscraper. If you won't let me fuck, I masturbate. But I hit your bitch without hesitate. My life is gamble like a poker table. All of my hoes know I'm playing. We get that dick if you don't kiss and tell. When I'm blunting her dying, I'm putting her stuck my foot in the game and now these niggas ain't acting the same. I still want 23.
Y'all know what's going on, nigga. We going off this shit for real. BFM, we locked in all the way to the top. We taking off. You know what I'm saying? Get with it or get lost. Y'all know what's up, man. Self-Pay Lil Dre. SPA, we on the map. Lil Rock. We taking it all the way to the top, you hear me? Straight up, all the way official with it. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's when I actually first heard my first recording, and it sounded decent, you know, and I actually heard my voice connecting words that rhymed and made sense. So I mean, and it pushed me to just really keep writing, just to do it, and it was fun.
Stay focused, cause I've been doing this forever. It feel like forever. It's just I done had waves here and waves there. You gotta stay focused. I get sidetracked or drifted, focused on other stuff, and it's all about a buzz. You know what I'm saying? Your buzz will only be so long, so you just gotta stay focused.
You know, the music, I've been playing with it forever, you know what I'm saying? But it never was a passion of mine. It was my brother's passion. You know, he got killed. So I kind of just got to taking it serious after that.
My personal style, like what I like to do, I call it trap soul. It's like most of my music, well, yeah, all of my music is based off facts and experiences, and like things I done seen and then, you know, came in close proximity with. So I take my music to heart, you know.
I mean, you know, I'm definitely not within a box. That was one of the only reasons why I actually chose to go to school for engineering, was just so that way I could broaden my horizon mentally. One big thing that I was trying to do, but it's really hard to do because of the area that we're in, was like game design, like game audio design. So I was into a lot of sound design, and I was into a lot of, especially more like acoustic type of records when it comes down to music and stuff like that. So I definitely know how to stick into like a rap, hip hop type genre for me to continue to thrive in doing this or enjoy doing this at all.
Well, I really do, you know, if I feel like I do have to have the ability to be independent, but if I do get signed, that's cool too. You know, anything to, you know what I'm saying, you know, push myself further to be successful. You know, I'm not greedy. You know, this I can close this now. This is hard. That's hard to come by. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be successful one day.
People in my hood, you know, the cats I grew up with, or young cats up under me, they used to love to hear me rapping. You know what I'm saying? And I really would never record. I was just always going, you know, just going to the hood rapping. And I just got to put it on tape so I wouldn't have to rap every time I come around them, you feel me? So I just started dropping basically to get them something to listen to, you know? And that's just how I got where I'm at with it.
If I could tell my younger self anything, it would be, you are exactly who you're supposed to be. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. Your uniqueness is what makes you so special. And it's okay to be unique and special and be in your own lane. It's completely okay.
That's good. Cause I swear every time we come in this motherfucker, I like the song we just dropped better than the one we dropped the other day.
I don't even listen to the old
I swear I don't.
But I tell people this all the time, you don't matter. Yeah, you matter in the sense that it's your work and you creating it, but like even me, even everybody right here, we can't consume what we make, right? I mean, yeah, you can make a sandwich and eat it, but you gonna say it's good. You made the motherfucking sandwich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna say it's good. So I think that when you get the volume, man, when your numbers is up, your social media is up, and your music is being streamed like crazy, man, then you know you're on something. And until you get to that point, you got to keep working if this is what you want to do.
Real tough.
I mean,
overgrind. That's what I call it.
Overgrind.
That's my definition of OG. Overgrind. Goddamn me, I'm an OG because I'm overgrind every day.
Right. The funny part about it is D-Mac thinks I pick on him. You know what I mean? And you know, it's always D-Mac fault. No matter what happens in the studio, if it's unorthodox or if it's off, D-Mac did it.
Man, I think first of all, D-Mac voice is deep as hell.
Oh man, look, that's funny. Why he wanted you to talk about that? That's not even something we should talk about.
You know what I'm saying? And he knows that, and he defends it before I even say it. So it's so funny to it might not even be a situation where we all putting our heads together. We like, what's this? Hey, I didn't do it. Don't get to saying D-Mac did it. You know, he throwing his hand up.
Because Brace is just a bully is what it is. He tries to treat everything like, I don't know, man. Dude was in the league, so he tried to act like we just in the locker room and all that other stuff. But you see by the look on my face, I don't even really want to deal with it.
And so sometimes you just can't even understand what dude's saying.
Det sender nog i dag, sender nog i den der også, den jeg lige med for mig, så Big Barwick, I listen to sit down and lay down. Sat down, listen to Zimbis. Snides, and I can figure out what to super. How long is episode? But I'll
Bracy be on D-Mac, but I try to, you know what I'm saying, I try to vibe with D-Mac. One, because he's smart, and two, because, you know what I'm saying, he got the plug on shoes and stuff sometimes, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, what's happening, D-Mac? You know what I'm saying? He know everything that's going on in that little arena.
He knows I appreciate him, and I always tell him I'm hard on him because I know for a fact that he's a better version of me.
I just want to come in, do my work, laugh, meet some people, like I said, network, grow when it comes down to the music, and leave Shamar Braceley alone. Like, I'm not trying to be around him. I'm not trying to see that guy. That guy always want to come up and pick with me, and I ain't got time for none of that. I'm just trying to run these sessions.
All the rappers here in Arkansas, I know every one. I've slang and banged with all of them. And, Gutta is like my brother. So Gutta TV, that's how I'm connected to pretty much everybody. And because of what I do and who I am, DJ No Name. So it's kind of it.
I don't even think No Name will even remember this. I remember when No Name first moved into this facility here with the radio station. And he put out on the Facebook page, or maybe, I don't know, marketing, like, I'm looking for, a team, whatever it was. And I think at the time it was just like, I didn't know what I was trying to do. I just know I wanted to be around music. So I reached out to him for an interview.
Well, Brace came by one day, and now he said he talked about a job. Now, see, I was drunk then, probably, because I'm recovering alcoholic. But yeah, so I don't quite remember that, but I do remember Ron G kind of reintroducing me to Bracy. And then we started recording and doing some commercials, things of that nature. Then I saw his talent. Incredible ear, incredible talent. I think when he was doing commercials and doing stuff for me and doing stuff for people that I knew, we got closer and closer and closer. And that's how I kind of met Brace.
Him and Gutter builds a relationship, and Gutter brings him over to the studio behind the house. We talked about it. I brought it up to him. He had no idea of the interview. He didn't remember it. And since then we've been cool, and we share ideas, and he bring me commercials to run for him and different things like that, and outside of that, we're just friends.
The makeover of that building, and at first when he says, man, no, I got a vision, and I'm like, well, what are you talking about? He said, just watch, wait and see. Because after we left it was a dump. Basically it was, everything had to be redone. So he says, come on by, and I was busy up here trying to get things done. And I finally came on by, and he showed his vision that I just couldn't believe. And then it started happening piece by piece. And I'm like, wow, unbelievable. You wouldn't think that building on the outside would have that type of image on the inside. And he just did a great job.
We're happy for his growth in the radio industry, because his growth birthed the idea of us moving into this facility and turning it into a studio.
If you had to give yourself, your younger self, like when you're a teenager, advice, what do you think you'd tell yourself?
Good question. I would say wear condoms. Number one, 8 kids. Child support hit me pretty tough. I would say education. I didn't graduate from high school. I would say education is so important, to creating something with your life. Yeah, I mean, some people don't like school. I get it, and don't really have a focus for school. So be an entrepreneur. I get that part. I'm one of them. I wasn't a real big school fan, but I would have been more serious about my studies. I would have listened to my parents more than I did. I'd have to agree. I miss my father and my mother quite a bit. But do I regret my life? No, not at all. I'm very happy with how I turned out. But, you know, I wish, you know, for the younger people, everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be in the NFL or NBA. So you've got to have a backup plan. You gotta go through life trying to figure out what works for you, what can you do, what do you like, and how can you make money with it. And so I would tell my younger self, shut up, safe sex, go to school, and stay close to God.
Up next on Studio Live.
Don't believe me, lock it to my stethoscope really. July 23rd, got a pic with her legs to the ceiling. Hey, nigga, stop fucking reaching. You text 9 times, I ain't blind, not seen it. Niggas in my DM, they be talking to themselves like, good morning, baby girl, isn't it a nice evening? Time to say ho, fuck is you pen? Send me them bands that you post on the ground. Niggas stay posted with chops in their hand, but ain't got enough muscle to make the whole dance. Walked in the club with a strap, peeping this scene cause this bully gon' blow a bitch back. My niggas say you can relax, clutching on niggas, these niggas is pussy, that's fact. I'm tryna throw this shit back. Bitch over there in the leopard, she got a fat ass. She said that she mad, but we ain't hit that. I do not wreck homes, I just walk out the back.